Hey, welcome back to the channel. So a question that I get all the time as an entrepreneur is, Charlie, what is the best way to start an LLC? In this video, I'm going to show you the best, easiest, and most affordable way to set up your own LLC today. This is the exact way that I've set up my own LLCs. And no question, this is the most cost-effective way to do it. And it's super easy. Like, you should be able to create your own LLC in about 5 to 10 minutes. And if you're watching this video, you probably already know that having an LLC is really important for your business. So I want to show you exactly how you should start your LLC today. Now, in part 1 of the video, I'm going to do an overview of what LLCs are, the importance, the pros and cons, and basically why you should have an LLC for your business. And part 2 is going to be a step-by-step overview of actually setting up your LLC. I'll be using my preferred platform, Northwest, for this. After doing tons and tons of research, I think this is the best way to do it. And I also have an exclusive link down below that gets you the absolute best pricing with a very special $39 formation package. If you want to skip ahead to this point, I'll put a time code down below. But yeah, I'm excited because you guys are starting your business. This is a very exciting time, and hopefully this video can be helpful for you. I do want to say I have a ton of free resources on this channel for new business owners. So for example, I'll link my free new business consultation guide down below. It goes through all the things I use to run my own businesses. And you'll probably also want a website for your business. So I'll link to some of my most popular website tutorials down below as well. Yeah, my whole goal is to help you build your business the best way you can while saving money and just making it a lot easier on you. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is an LLC? Well, an LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. This is a super popular business structure, and it's really perfect for startups and small business owners. Now you might be wondering, do I need an LLC? Can I just do a sole proprietorship instead? And the answer is that there are tons and tons of pros to having an LLC. The first one is that it's going to separate your personal assets from your business assets. And the reason why this is so important is because if your business gets into some type of lawsuit, they cannot actually come after your own personal assets. This is extremely important, especially if you have a lot of personal assets under your name. And that's one of the main reasons why I recommend every entrepreneur should set up an LLC. That separation is extremely important. Forming an LLC can also carry a bunch of tax advantages. It's also super easy and affordable to set up compared to a lot of the other business structures out there. If you're also looking to raise capital from investors, having an LLC can really help. So yeah, if you want to bring in outside investors where they invest money into your own business, you'll probably want to have an LLC for that. Going a little bit more into the tax efficiency of having an LLC, if you compare it to a traditional corporation, which is taxed twice, once on the income to the corporation, and then again on the income to the owners or shareholders. With an LLC, it's a pass-through entity, so the income is only taxed once. So yeah, that can save a ton of money. You also have flexibility with doing an S-Corp election. I'm not going to get into this too much, but you can do an S-Corp election to save even further on taxes. You just file Form 2553, and Northwest can help you do this, and that can save you some money on the self-employment taxes. But I'm not going to get too much into the taxes. Just know that there can be some definite tax advantages to forming your LLC. Now, in terms of some of the cons, yes, the fees are going to be higher than something like a sole proprietorship, although it is still cheaper than many of the other business types. So yeah, you're going to have your filing fees, your annual fees, as well as your franchise tax. Now, overall, I think that an LLC is going to be the correct business entity type for 99% of new business owners. More specifically, either an LLC or an LLC taxed as an S-Corp. Again, it's very affordable. It's extremely easy to set up when you use a platform like Northwest to do it for you, and it can provide legal and tax benefits. So now I'm going to do a full step-by-step walkthrough of Northwest, showing you how to set up your LLC. I encourage you to follow along and just do this with me, as I'll show you all the different options to pick, and yeah, that should just make your life a lot easier. So if you scroll to the description of this video, there's going to be an exclusive link there that takes you to this exact landing page. Make sure to use that specific link because this deal is only available to my audience. That is the $39 plus state fee deal. You can see what you get with their service. And the great thing with Northwest is that one, it's super affordable, $39. I'm all about value and saving money, so that's why I love using Northwest. And then if you have any questions on any of this stuff, they have a team of business experts that you can actually talk to, and they can sort of walk you through it. So any questions about rules or regulations or whatever, you can always contact them. Anyways, what I'm going to do is click on this button right here, and I'll show you exactly what things you need to fill out and how to fill them out. So since we're creating an LLC, we're going to select this, but you can use this to create a corporation or nonprofit. You can also learn more about each of these business entity types. And yes, if you're looking to form an S corporation, just form an LLC and then elect to be taxed as an S corp. So yeah, you are in the right place if you're also looking to do an S corp. Next, you're going to select the state you want to form your business in. This is usually going to be the state that you reside in. So I'm in California, so I'll select that. Depending on your state, this is going to look a little bit differently, but for California, there are two filing options. One is the standard speed and one's the expedited speed. This is a fee that you need to pay anyways, regardless of whether or not you use Northwest or do it yourself. And guys, I don't recommend trying to form your company yourself. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. So definitely use service like this to do it for you, especially because it's so affordable. I'll select standard for this video. You can also choose to have them do your BOI for you. It's $25. I'm just gonna do that myself later on, so I'll deselect that. We'll click continue here. Now it's gonna have us enter in our company details. So the first is gonna be the business name. I'll go ahead and just put in something like Charlie Chang Media Group. But of course, you'll put in your own business name. Here it's gonna ask, send a copy of lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney. Most of you probably won't have an attorney, so we'll select no. But of course, if you do, you can click yes. You're gonna put in the business purpose. So this doesn't need to be that detailed, but we can put something like this. That should be good for now. Next, it's gonna ask us, what physical address do you want on record with the state? So I recommend using Northwest registered agent address. This is free for the first year with this package, which is amazing. It helps keep your information safe as well. I don't want my mailing address online for other people to find, so I'm gonna select our registered agent address. But of course, you can select your own mailing address, and then it's gonna ask the mailing address you want on record with the state. Same thing, I'm gonna choose their registered agent address, and then I'll click continue. Now, under company management, it's gonna ask you for the management type. You can click on this button to learn a little bit more. And as you can see, most LLCs are going to be member managed, meaning it's managed by you, the owner. If you wanna elect an actual manager to help you manage, you can do that. But for most of you, it should be member managed, and I'm gonna put member number 1, so it's gonna be me. And then for the address, I'll use their registered agent address. If you have more members, you can click on this to add more, but it's just me, so I'm gonna go ahead and click continue here. Now it's gonna have you enter in your contact details. So you'll fill out your name, your phone number, your country, address, and then we'll click continue right here. Next, it's gonna have us set up our account. So we'll put in our email address. This can either be your personal or your business email. It's up to you. We'll create a password, and I always like to just click generate password. And next we'll click continue. So Northwest also has this thing called business identity. You can use it to get a domain, a website, and your business email addresses. So it's up to you whether or not you want to add this. You can also build your own bundle by selecting individual services. Completely up to you guys, but just for this video, I'm going to go ahead and skip this and click continue. And we can also add additional optional items. So there's the tax ID. You can hire Northwest to get your EIN number for you. This is pretty simple to do, but if you want to add it on, it's $50 extra. You can also have them do your S corporation election if you want to be taxed as an S corp. And then also they have premium mail, trademark service, as well as a DBA service. Just for this video, I'm going to go ahead and unselect these, but do know that you will need to get your EIN. So maybe get that if you don't want to deal with it yourself, but it does take about 5 minutes just to do it yourself. We'll click on continue, and now it's going to have you enter in your payment information. On the right here, it's going to be our order summary. So again, you get that free registered agent service for 1 year, which is huge savings. You have this mandatory processing fee, which you have to pay regardless. And then this is our total for California for this package. But yeah, your number might look a little bit differently depending on what state you used, as well as what add-ons you chose. But we'll click done, and it's going to get the process started. We don't really need to do much beyond this. And really quick, to show you their domain search functionality, you can use Northwest domain search to actually find yourself a domain for your website before or after forming your LLC. We can search whatever domain we want, choose the ending, and click search. And if it's available, you can add it to your cart. And they also have .net, .org, and other endings like that. Yeah, as you can see, it was super easy to form our LLC. And yeah, that link is going to be down below in the description. And yeah, again, to get this $39 package, you'll need to use that specific link down below. So yeah, that's basically how you can create an LLC in just about 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, you can set up your LLC yourself. I've tried this in the past. I don't recommend it. It's pretty complex. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. And with platforms these days that do it for basically no cost to you, it just doesn't make any sense to try and figure it out yourself. Trust me, you don't want to mess it up. There are a lot of things that can go wrong, and it just makes so much sense to pay a company to do the filing for you. This is the exact way that I set up all of my LLCs. And like I said, anytime a friend asks me how to do it, this is the way I recommend. Yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck building your business. I know it can be pretty tough at the start. That's why I want to give you as many resources as I can. Again, I'll link to some of the most helpful resources I have for new business owners. I just really want to save you as much time and money as possible. Yeah, I have no doubt that you're going to absolutely crush it in whatever business you are building. If you got any value from this video, please consider giving it a like and also subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. I do a ton of content on entrepreneurship, personal finance, and investing, all things to help you live a financially successful life. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.